We're outside today. I wanted to talk about how change is literally the only constant, and that avoiding change is the most biggest waste of your energy and time. Even when it's scary, even when there's unknowns, change is the only constant. And I think it's really important to remember that when you're faced with a change in your life, whether that be a change of plans, like my plans changed for this weekend, and I kind of had to shift my energy a bit, or a change in career path. Been thinking about that a lot. As my sister's changing jobs, and so is my long distance college bestie. Or changing relationships. I'm thinking about that too, because I was in a little short relationship for a couple of months at the beginning of this year, and now I'm in a different relationship, and it's much healthier, much better. I'm a lot happier, but it's different. And I think a lot of the times we beat ourselves up for things not going to plan, and that can look like, well, I thought I would have this job forever. I thought I would be with this person forever. Or I thought I would be doing this thing this weekend, and now I'm doing a different thing. And being able to pause and sit with yourself and know that you're capable of handling the energy shift, whatever it may be, is a skill that I have only recently developed. And I think the biggest player in that development has been the pause, the ability to sit before letting emotions like take over your body, when especially when you find out something like, I don't know, like a big change. Not letting your body be filled with the physical sensations of emotions immediately, but taking a pause, identifying what you're feeling, thinking, and making like an informed decision about how you want to move forward. Not just jumping to what your body feels, because I think our nervous systems have good intentions. Obviously, they're trying to protect us, and whether that be like putting us in fight or flight when something is a danger, or freeze. That's the worst. That's fight, flight, or freeze. I hate the freeze response, because your body's trying to prevent that change from harming you, obviously. But your body doesn't know the difference between an actual threat, a physical threat, and a perceived threat of like an energetic threat. I don't know, that's a weird way to say it. 3 minutes in, I just get 3 minutes in and I'm like, where am I going with this train of thought? It's interesting. I'm outside today, obviously. I was telling myself, oh, you're going to be traveling this weekend. You're not going to be home. You're not going to be able to film Strawberry of the Day in your little spot in the house. I was like, why am I letting that change stop me? Like, there's nothing special about that spot in my house that I can't like go out and do this out here or literally anywhere else. This weekend I'm gonna have a different spot, but it's like the first time that I've done that. So even though it's a small change, I was still like, oh gosh, am I gonna be consistent? I mean, I think consistency and change don't seem like they go together, like they seem like they butt heads. But learning to be able to be consistent through change, and change how or rather adapt how your like systems and routines look as your life progresses, is such an important skill to develop within yourself. Because consistency isn't consistency doesn't mean rigidity necessarily. I feel like I've said that on here before, that phrase exactly. But it doesn't have to look the same every day. Your relationship, your job, your workout, your whatever it is, in order for it to be developing, moving forward, progressing, this doesn't have to be the same every day. It doesn't have to be in my little office to be getting the job done. Like, I committed to making a 10-minute video for myself every day talking about something that was important to me, and that's it. I feel like we put these fake rules in place that we feel like we have to follow. We're like, well, if I can't get an hour long workout in, I might as well not work out at all. Or like, if I can't get all of this chores done, I might as well like not do it at all. I'm like, it's not all or nothing. And when you know that change is inevitable, and you see that when you're going into trying to create a new habit or a new routine, new system, whatever it is, that's when you get your power back. That's when you get to really see the benefit of that consistency throughout your life. Because it's not about doing the same thing forever, even if it seems like a good thing. It's about doing something. Something is always better than nothing. Like, if I'm gonna listen to this and be like, oh, the audio doesn't sound as good as my microphone does. But you know what? I got out here, I expressed my ideas, and honestly, just filming in public out in a park is like a whole different exercise with the confidence thing, too. There's a woman who's been doing like lunges and stuff up and down the sidewalk here, and she can definitely see me like doing this, but it's okay. She's not gonna judge me. Even if she does, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, this video was definitely inspired by a conversation I had on Monday with aforementioned college bestie Mary, and it was really sad, actually, for me to hear her talk about the changes that she's going through, in such a, like, it made me sad. She was saying that she didn't think she could handle it, and that she didn't know if it would be the right decision, like whether she should go to law school or if she should move. Well, acorn fell on the table. And I wanted her to know that she was capable of pivoting whatever things that are working in her life to adapt to that change, and that her potential wasn't going to be limited by whatever happens. Like, just because you don't think that your plans are working out the way they were originally intended to, doesn't mean you're not progressing, doesn't mean you're wasting your potential or your time. And I want her to see change as an opportunity to make those systems, routines, habits that she's so afraid of losing even better, even stronger. Adapting, being flexible is such a valuable skill, and I know she's capable of it. I know you're capable of it. So if you are experiencing a lot of change in your life, don't force yourself to think that the only way through is to be absolutely rigid in your patterns. Be okay with flexibility. Be okay with different. Different is not bad. Different will feel different for a while. That's inevitable, but different is not bad. Change is the only constant.